It's Talia Rose and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. I'd love to have you here, so please click that subscribe button down below. That would mean the absolute world to me. So as you can tell, I'm not wearing makeup right now, and that is because I'm going to be doing a makeup video, which I feel like I haven't done in quite a while and I don't do enough of on this channel. So today I'm going to be doing half of my face how I used to do my makeup and the other half of my face how I now do my makeup. So I saw SOPHS do this on her channel and I thought it'd be a lot of fun to do, and I thought it'd be quite interesting to watch how I used to do my makeup, and also it's quite interesting for me to like see how I used to do it. So I'll put a few pictures on the screen now of me when I was younger. I'm aiming to do my makeup from around when I was about 15, 16, so what is that, like 6 years ago now, which is absolutely crazy. So yeah, I think I'm going to do this side of my face how I used to do it and this side how I do it now. So yeah, let's get into the video. So I don't think I even used a primer back then. I don't even think I knew what one was, and if I did, I don't think I used one, so I'm not going to use a primer and I'm just going to go straight into foundation. So the one that I'm using today is the EXI liquid foundation. I used to use the Wake Me Up foundation by Rimmel and the Match Perfection one, but I don't have either of them, which is a shame. I'm going to pump a bit onto a brush because I just used to apply it with a brush. But I used to use really high coverage foundations when I was younger. I don't really know why, because I have like the most dry skin ever. But I just remember I used to use really high coverage ones and my mum would be like, "You're caked in makeup, like what are you doing?" But like, I think it was just like the fashion. I think it's just what everyone was wearing at the time, so I just used to literally cake my face in makeup. So that's all the foundation on. It's really weird when doing half my face. And now I'm going to move on to concealer. So I used to use the Collection concealer. I think I've got one in here actually. Yeah, I used to use this one, the Lasting Perfection one, which I still use now, but this one's a little bit dark, whereas back then I used to love a really bright under eye. So today I'm going to be using the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate concealer because this is really, really bright and it's probably perfect for what I used to wear. So this is really thick as well, so, and it's full coverage because I used to love my full coverage. Yeah, that's how I used to have it. I used to have it like so white, and then a bit around my nose, here, maybe a bit on my eyelids. Yeah, I'm going to blend this in with the same brush. This is so white. It's a good concealer though. Okay, so that's my concealer done. And then I also used to use a lot of powder back then, which I don't really use powder now. This is actually a powder that I used to use. It's the Bourjois Healthy Mix powder, or I just used to use like a Collection one or something that was really cheap. But I didn't just put this like under my eyes, I put it all over my face, so I'm going to do that today. This is horrible because I haven't put powder on my whole face in literally ages, but like I didn't understand that you only needed to like set certain areas, so my dry skin was screaming at this point, but I literally just used to pack it on my face. Oh, this is horrible. Okay, so that is my powder done. So now moving on to contour. So back in the day I used to actually contour and bronze my face, which again I don't do that anymore, so I'm going to contour using the trusty old Hoola bronzer. I still use this now and absolutely love it. So I'm going to contour first and then I think I would bronze afterwards. So yeah, I'm just taking like a smaller contour brush. Right, that's contour. I haven't done this in ages, this is so weird. Okay, that's my contour done. And then I would normally bronze. I didn't have this palette back when I used to do my makeup. It's just the Primark Sculpt and Glow palette. But I would have used something like this back then. And I'd probably use, probably this one, which is Spice out of the Sculpt and Glow palette. I've got all my bronzer on my brush now. And I would just literally bronze up my whole face. I actually kind of like how this looks, strangely enough. Like, I never contour anymore. and I kind of like how it looks. It makes you look definitely more chiseled. So maybe I should try that a little bit more. And I'm going to take that down my neck as well because I always used to use the foundation too dark for me, and I still do. So yeah, I'm just going to take that down the neck. That's pretty much it. And then I would normally, if I was doing my makeup how I do it now, I would use blush. But back then I didn't use blush. I'm not really sure why. I just feel like it wasn't really a thing that people use. Like, it wasn't very in fashion to wear blush. It was more like bronzy, highlighty looks. So yeah, I never used to use blush really. So I'm just going to go straight onto highlighter because that's what I would have done. So I'm going to use the Glow Getter palette by Primark again. And I'm not sure which one I'm going to go for here. I used to go for very pinky highlighters because, I don't know, I used to have this one by MUA. I probably still have it, to be fair. But I used to use a really pinky highlighter, so I'm going to use this one. This is Beach Party in the Glow Getter palette. But I'm going to put this on anyway. Whoa. This doesn't look that pink, actually. And I loved highlights, so I would have packed this on probably way too much, to the point where there was probably like a line on my face. No, I literally did it everywhere, so there we go. And then, this might be strange to people, but I never used to do anything with my eyebrows. Because I have such naturally dark eyebrows, I never felt the need to fill them in or anything. So I'm just going to brush them through because I definitely didn't put any product in them back then. And they were probably as bushy as this. I mean, I haven't plucked my eyebrows or done anything to them in ages. So they were probably this bushy as well. So that was literally just my eyebrows. That's what I did. So weird to me. So now moving on to my eyes, and I actually have the palette that I used to use when I was younger. Now, if you remember from this palette from, like, I think, yeah, 2016. See, I shouldn't even have this still, but I do because the colours in there are really nice. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't used it in years, but it is a really nice palette. So I would have been, what, like 17 then? So yeah, very strange. And these are the colours in it. So I, if you can tell, always used to use this one. This was my favourite one, this brownie one, and I remember using this one quite a lot as well, the gold at the top. So I'm going to do like a goldy sort of eye because I used to love a gold shimmery eye. To start with, I'm going to take this really nice shimmery gold shade here, and I'm just going to pack that on my eyelid, like at the front part here, if you can see. This is actually a really beautiful colour, so I would literally just put it on like this, like kind of not all the way to the end, but just up to like this part. And then I would take this, like, I don't even know what this is, it's kind of like a pinky bronze colour, and I would put that kind of in my crease and in like the outer part of my eye, so like here, and then I would blend it into the other colour. I don't even like these colours together. I don't know why I used to do this. By the way, I'll leave SOPHS' video down below so you can check that out because I think this was her idea. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do this video before, but she was the person that I got the inspiration from, so I'll leave her video down below. So I never used to wear like eyeliner on top. I used to wear it for school, which is kind of like bad really because I don't think we were really allowed to wear that much makeup at school, but I used to wear like either just eyeliner on top, or if I did eyeshadow I would wear a like kohl eyeliner like in my waterline. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I always used to do eyeliner in my waterline. So because I've done like a eyeshadow look on top, this is normally what I would do. I would normally put like a kohl in my waterline. So today I'm going to be using the Soap & Glory Crazy Sexy Kohl liner, and I think this is the one that I actually used to use back in the day. So I haven't done this in ages, by the way. I haven't done like my waterline in ages, so it kind of freaks me out a bit. But I would always line this part of my eye, but I would switch between this and eyeliner on top, so I thought I'd do this because I haven't done it in literally ages. Okay, there we go. That's so strange seeing my eyes like that now. I literally don't do my makeup like this at all anymore. It's so crazy to me. And then I would literally just put a few coats of mascara on, and I used to do my top lashes and my bottom lashes. Never used to wear false eyelashes because I just didn't know how to put them on. Still don't really, but yeah, I didn't used to curl my eyelashes or anything. I'd just put it straight on and I'd be good to go. I always used to wear it like that on my bottom lashes, and then I'd always end up with like, you know when you get like the smudges underneath your eye, I would always have them at school and it was so annoying. Everyone always had to tell me that I had mascara down my face. Wow, this is crazy. This is like 14-year-old Talia like coming back. And then for lipstick, I've actually found a lipstick that I used to use. This is the L'Oreal Paris. See, I shouldn't have this makeup still, it's gross, but it was kind of like a peachy pink. I think it was, oh, it's in the shade Cashmere. Don't know if anyone's ever heard of that. Never used to line my lips, overline my lips or anything. I just stuck this lipstick on and I was good to go. So that is what I'm going to do. And that is it. That is literally how I used to do my makeup. That is so crazy. Oh my god. So I'd probably wear this makeup look if I was going to like the cinema or going shopping with my friends or something like that. That was probably how I would wear my makeup if I was doing one of them things. Yeah, this is probably more my sort of going out makeup look, as in like going to the cinema and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty accurate to how I used to do my makeup. So now moving on to my other side. So this is the side of how I do my makeup now. So this is going to be crazy to see like the difference in like just my face in general. It's crazy. Okay, so I have recently done a video on my channel where I show you my makeup look that I've been wearing like pretty much every single day. So if you want to check that out before this video, then you can do. I'll leave it in the eye for you to click. But I've been using this number 7 Skin Illuminator. So I'm wearing primer this time, which is something I never used to use. And this is kind of a glowy primer. I just think this underneath like any foundation just makes your skin looks so much healthier and glowier, obviously. And now I don't really tend to wear a lot of thick foundations, and actually recently I've been wearing a CC cream literally every single time I put makeup on. This is the It Cosmetics CC Plus Colour Correcting cream, and this is so much better for my skin because it's a lot more hydrating, not like the old like thick foundations that I used to wear. And I think especially in summer this is just a lot nicer and lighter on the skin, so that is what I use now. This is a little bit dark for my skin, so do bear that in mind. But I feel like I've learned a lot more about my skin and my skin type in more recent years, so I've definitely like used products recently that are a lot kinder to my skin. And yeah, but I suppose that is just with like learning and growing as you get older. I suppose you just kind of naturally learn what works better for your skin. Now moving on to concealer. So this is actually a concealer that I used to use back in the day. It's the Lasting Perfection Concealer by Collection, but this is a lot darker, so I don't really lighten my under eyes anymore. I remember that was definitely a thing back then, but I just use a concealer that's a tiny bit lighter than my foundation, and I feel like this works so much better than having a really bright under eye. I just don't think it looks very natural. So again, I'm going to blend it with my brush. Okay, and now I don't actually use powder at all on my skin. I haven't done recently just because it's like summer, but I don't tend to wear that much powder anymore, which is so different to the other side of my face. However, now I use cream contour, which is something I used to be absolutely terrified of when I was younger, but I use the Primark foundation and contour stick in the shade Chai. This stuff is just amazing, and I think it just makes you look a lot more naturally bronzed and contoured. So I suppose I kind of do contour in a sense, but I find that cream products work a lot better with my skin because, as I said, it is very dry, so they definitely work a lot more than powders. But I was always terrified of using cream like bronzers and things when I was younger, but now I've kind of learnt how to use them, so it definitely works better for me. And I still use Benefit's Hoola bronzer, so I'm just going to bronze up my face with this. I just kind of go where my contour is. And now I actually use blush, which is something I never used to use, and I use the Thin Lizzy one. And I use this shade over here, and this is the shade Peaches and Cream. I absolutely love this. It's very glowy and the shade is just like perfect for what I like. So I'm just going to kind of tap that in, and I put it on my nose too. And then for highlighter, this is actually an oldie that I used to absolutely love too, but it's the Tanya Illuminating powder in Warm Bronze, which is discontinued sadly, and I'm really running out, but it's my favourite highlighter ever. And I'm just going to highlight my face because I definitely prefer a more warm highlighter than a pinky one like I used to. I don't really know why I used to like pink highlighters. And now for my eyebrows, I do the whole soap brow thing. So I just have this soap from, I think it was B&M, and it does the job. So I just take a little bit of fixing spray, this one's by Revolution, and I just spray that into the soap. And then I take a spoolie, this is just one from Makeup Obsession, and I just put that through there and then comb it through my brow, and this just sets my eyebrows into place like perfectly. And then I fill them in on the other side with this. This is just a great dupe for the Benefit, what's it called? I always forget what it's called, Gimme Brow. So now moving on to eyes, I actually do less to my eyes than I used to. I use my bronzer and literally just use this as like a brown eyeshadow, as like a crease kind of colour. So I just put that through my crease really messily, like I'm not too careful with this. And then I take my highlighter and I put this in the corner of my eye, and this kind of just lifts it. So I put it like here, and then I put it like sort of at the start of my eyelid. I just find this really brightens up my eye and just makes me look a bit more awake. And yeah, I just feel like it looks really naturally glowy, but also really like bright and awakening. So that's what I like to do. And now I don't use any waterline eyeliner. Yeah, I don't know why, I feel like it just makes my eye look a lot smaller, which I just don't like. So I use a brown eyeliner. This one is from Collection again, and this is the Extreme 24-hour felt tip liner, and it's in a brown shade. And I'm just going to put it on the outer part of my eye, drag it to the centre of my eye, and I don't actually take it any closer in. So I only take my eyeliner to like the centre of my eye, and that's just because I feel like it just lifts my eye so much better than if I was to put it in the corner, because I feel like that just like makes your eyes look a bit more hooded. But look at the difference in my eyes. I feel like there's such a difference. I feel like this one's very droopy and my eye looks small, and then this one I feel like is a lot more lifted and awake. So now I actually curl my eyelashes. So I'm going to curl these lashes, and then I'm going to use the same mascara as I used on the other side. This is just the Curl Elevation Mascara by Revolution. This stuff is amazing, especially with a eyelash curler. And now I don't actually put mascara on my bottom lashes anymore. Again, it's just to do with like the whole lift of my eye. Like I prefer my eye to look really like awake, and I feel like bottom lash mascara just drags your eyes down. I don't know what it is, but you can tell the difference. Like, I don't know if you can, but I really can tell the difference. And now I really overline my lips, so I'm going to use the Kiko lip liner in 532. This is very well loved. And now I actually overline my lips, which I feel like makes such a massive difference in my makeup. Like, I never really realised how much of a difference it makes. Like, this side just looks so different. Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm going to overline my lips on this side. And then I'm just going to take my Primark lipstick in Sunkissed. It's like a dark matte nudie brown shade. And that is my makeup done. Oh my god, this is so crazy. This is so strange. I feel like it's fairly obvious how I like my makeup now. I really like it to be glowy and lifted, and I just like to look a bit more natural, but like naturally glowy and awake. Whereas back then I feel like I used to just like to put makeup on my face, and I just used to put whatever I liked on my face. I used to really try and make my eyes stand out, which is why I use like a lot of goldy tones and like the black eyeliner in my waterline. I thought that's what made my eyes stand out the most, so that's why I feel like I used to do that. But for lips, like I never used to line my lips. I never owned a lip liner. I just used to stick some lipstick on. Sometimes I didn't even wear lipstick, which is just crazy. But I definitely prefer my makeup how it is now. Let me know down in the comments below which one you prefer. I know which one I prefer. So yeah, that is my makeup, how I used to do it versus how I do it now. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would love to have you here, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!